Right now at 5, the clock is ticking for the Supreme Court's decision on abortion pill access.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. The Supreme Court has a self-imposed deadline of midnight tonight to decide the fate of an abortion pill. This is the court's first major question on the abortion issue since overturning Roe v. Wade last year. Willie James Inman has more details from the Supreme Court.
A handful of anti-abortion demonstrators held up signs outside the Supreme Court as the justices consider whether to keep a commonly used abortion pill available nationwide.
We're here because we care about the outcome of this decision.
Earlier this month, Judge Matthew Kacsmaryk, a Trump appointee, blocked the FDA's approval of mifepristone, pulling one of two drugs used in medication abortions from the market. An appeals court later voted the FDA's approval of the pill should stand, but imposed tighter rules on how the drug is prescribed and dispensed. The White House says it is prepared to continue to fight for abortion rights no matter how the justices rule. Democrats are also waging a battle in Congress, trying to make access to abortion the law of the land, but they've made little headway.
We are in control, quote unquote, of the Senate by 2 votes on a good day, where the Republicans control the House of Representatives. The notion of a legislative fix doesn't reflect the political reality of the Congress that we're facing.
Republican-controlled houses passed national abortion bans in 2013, 2015, and 2017.
The House will be in order,
But say they're not trying to do so again this year.
It works through committee. The Supreme Court has made that decision. It goes to the states. The states will take up that issue.
The issue is already front and center for many headed into the 2024 campaign. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
A potential GOP candidate for president signed a 6-week abortion ban into law last week. Meanwhile, closer to home, the river levels remain a top concern, so let's send it over to First Warren meteorologist Eric Dean for the latest.
Hey, good evening, Ken. Good evening, everybody. Hey, this just came out from the National Weather Service in La Crosse. This flooding that we have right now, this makes it the 7th highest level on record so far. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the river levels. Right now, we are seeing the Mississippi River in La Crosse at 14.64 feet, and that number is going to continue to go up as we go into the next several days, and actually it just went up. 14.66 feet is where we are now. Major flood stage at 15.5. You can see the historic crest there, but again, right now, National Weather Service in La Crosse is saying this makes it the 7th highest level on record so far, and like I said, that number is going to continue to go up. So in terms of flooding over the next 5 days, you can see flooding is likely across the Mississippi River, not just in Wisconsin and Minnesota, but we zoom out and you can see all of Iowa. Along the Mississippi, you'll be seeing flooding as well. So again, this is something that we need to keep an eye on. We do have rain chances, even snow chances for tomorrow, and that's something that obviously is going to impact the flooding across the area. Now, coming up in the First Warren forecast, Ken, we'll go over all the numbers. We've had that chart to show the latest across the area, and we'll break that down coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
All right, back on the news side of things this evening, a Black River Falls man pleads guilty to 5 felony counts related to having child sexual assault materials and assault of a child. Casey Zilmer was in court today and entered the plea for 3 counts of child pornography possession, 2nd-degree sexual assault of a child, and child enticement. He was charged with 15 other felony counts related to the case, but those charges were dismissed. The judge ordered an investigation to be done before sentencing, including a psychosexual examination. That investigation is due on June 30th of this year. Sentencing is scheduled for July. Zilmer is still being held in Jackson County Jail. Arcadia High School students and first responders are teaming up to showcase the consequences of impaired driving. This morning, they simulated a prom night drunk driving accident. Students watch how an accident scene unfolds as first responders question and arrest a drunk driver and extract the dead from the car, and the simulation ends with a funeral procession for one of the dead. One Arcadia senior hopes the demonstration leaves an impression on her classmates.
We hope to influence some high schoolers to avoid making those bad decisions.
She said this was Arcadia's first simulation event since 2019, as previous attempts had been canceled. Happening this weekend, the Drug Enforcement Administration is inviting people to safely dispose of unwanted prescription drugs. Tomorrow is National Take Back Day from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Law enforcement agencies around the region will have collection sites set up for you to dispose of unwanted prescriptions for free. Here are a few coming up on your screen. Winona Police will have a site set up outside Winona Senior High School, and that site is also accepting e-cigarette vaping devices and cartridges. We'll have a link with more collection site info on our website. The La Crosse Community Foundation's latest donation is keeping the love of music alive in the Coulee region. The Coulee Region Giving Hearts Choir, which is made up of community members who are in the early to mid stages of memory loss, received $2,500 from the foundation today. The nonprofit choir has grown a lot since forming in 2017, and over time, demand for more supplies and resources has increased.
We needed to have more music stands. We needed to have more music written up and copied, and more folders. The grant was huge, and we are so thankful for that.
The Giving Hearts Choir has 3 concerts a year, including their spring concert this morning. It was dedicated to 2 members who passed away, Bud and Warren. Cynthia Renkin says the choir has become her and her husband's chosen family.
We feel the loss of Warren and Bud, I mean, like they were our brothers, you know. So, but that's the uniqueness of this choir. It becomes one big family because we all have something in common.
The Giving Hearts Choir is currently accepting donations. We've got more information at news8000.com. Still ahead this evening, students across Florida are protesting a new bill that would eliminate diversity programs in gender studies majors at universities. Stay with us.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Get 11% off everything at Menards and update your home's flooring today. Great Lakes Vinyl Planks are a perfect flooring solution for any room. Check out our great selection of durable, waterproof floors that are easy to install. Great Lakes Vinyl Plank flooring features an attached pad for comfort and noise reduction. Pick up Defender Vinyl Plank flooring for just $279 a square foot after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you safely dispose of the unused medications in your home, you protect your whole family. But when our whole community does it, we can protect so many more. Wisconsin often leads the nation in safe drug disposal, so let's keep it up. Participate in the next Drug Take Back Day in your community, or find a year-round safe disposal drop box near you. Get started today at doseofrealitywi.gov.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Students across Florida protested Republican Governor Ron DeSantis' education policies they say target minority programs. Christian Benavides reports from Riviera Beach, Florida.
High school students in Fort Myers walked out of class Friday as part of protests against the bill to overhaul higher education in Florida. College students in Orlando also took part.
There is a right and there is a wrong, and right now the state of Florida is wrong.
Republican Governor Ron DeSantis' proposal includes eliminating diversity programs, banning gender studies majors, and weakening tenure protection for professors.
They're not going to be able to learn history. Being able to learn history is so important so that we don't repeat it.
But DeSantis isn't backing down. He says diversity, equity, and inclusion is really about imposing an ideological agenda on students.
DEI more appropriately stands for discrimination, exclusion, and indoctrination, and that has no place in our public institutions.
DeSantis has positioned himself as a culture warrior for his Republican base, attacking what he calls woke culture as he gears up for a likely presidential bid.
The woke represents a war on truth, and because it's a war on truth, we must engage in a war on woke.
Earlier this month, the Florida board voted to expand the DeSantis-backed Parental Rights in Education Act that had been up to grade 3 through high school. Known by critics as the Don't Say Gay law, the measure bans lessons on sexual orientation and gender identity. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Riviera Beach, Florida.
Organizers of the walkout say they plan to hold bi-weekly town halls until the 2024 presidential election. Bills on the Minnesota State Legislature's agenda today would make the state a refuge for youth seeking gender-affirming care and ban conversion therapy for youth. Another bill would also protect out-of-state abortion patients and protect providers. All three bills passed the Democratic-controlled House earlier this session. Protesters filled the state capitol today during the votes. The abortion refuge bill passed in the Senate on a party line vote. That bill goes back to the House for an agreement that adds pharmacists to the list of protected medical providers. Now, the conversion therapy ban bill passed with 2 Republicans siding with Democrats in the vote, and the trans refuge bill cleared a procedural test vote. Coming up, loud sirens piercing the statewide air today for tornado drill. Wisconsin closing out Tornado and Severe Weather Awareness Week with a reminder for residents to have emergency plans in place.
And here's a look at the latest advisory map. You can see that flash flood warning is still in effect for everybody along the Mississippi, even parts of the Chippewa River. We'll go into the numbers on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
For a state-of-the-art after-sales experience for your Audi, other high-end and European vehicles, there's one place to go, Maury's Audi in Onalaska. Highly trained, Audi-specific technicians will take care of your vehicle while you wait in an exclusive cafe and lounge. Schedule today.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hey golfers, don't miss the Golden Golf Deal at Drugan's Castle Mound. Get a full 7-day-a-week golf membership for only $500 for 2023. Limited $500 memberships are available, so visit the website at drugans.com to purchase this membership or call 526-4144 now before this great deal is done.
At Drugan's Country Club, yes, Drugan.
Now's the time to save on outdoor furniture from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. From patio tables and chairs to sofas and sectionals and weather-resistant fabrics, they're all on sale. At Drury's, we have an eco-friendly mindset that is reflected in everything we sell. Whether traditional or contemporary in design, environmentally friendly materials are important to us. And you'll be choosing from quality brands like Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last. Best of all, it's all on sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
When your vehicle needs service, go to Maury's VW in Onalaska. Competitive rates and highly trained automotive technicians will have your Volkswagen or other domestic vehicles back on the road. While you wait, feel the friendly, upbeat, and engaging energy flow of our service lounge. Schedule today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Wisconsin Emergency Management and the National Weather Service are closing out Tornado and Severe Weather Awareness Week with a statewide tornado drill. Municipalities, including La Crosse, ran their outdoor warning siren tests at 1:45 this afternoon for about 5 minutes. Another drill is scheduled for 6:45 tonight. Now, those organizations say it's important for you and your loved ones to have a plan when those warning sirens go off for a real threat. Experts say to have a pre-designated shelter like a basement to go to and to put as many walls as possible between you and a storm while staying away from windows. We'll have a link to more on emergency planning and some useful tips on news8000.com. Now, of course, the severe weather we've been concerned about in this region is flooding along the Mississippi River, Eric.
Right, and Ken, I want to break out 2 cameras. This is actually not interviewing area. This is Dubuque. You can see the Mississippi River starting to rise here, but I want to draw your attention to this one right here. This is here in La Crosse. You can see the Mississippi River starting to rise. Thank you to the folks of Explore La Crosse for allowing us to use this camera during this time, but you can see the water is really starting to rise right now. And you can take a look here now at the current river levels. You can see those little red dots. That's where moderate flooding is in play. You're going to be seeing a lot more of those pink and purple dots on the map as we go into the next several days, as that flooding is going to be the main concern. You're going to hear us talk about that not just today, but throughout the weekend and going into next week. So here's the latest. Winona, you're sitting at 17.1 feet. You're going to go to 19 feet by the 28th. Trempealeau, you're at 649.92 feet. La Crosse is at 14.66. Slinksville is at 627.36. Other places, including Lansing, you're at 16.89 feet. You're going to go to 19.8 feet. Minnesota City, 662.63. You're going to go to 664.3. Wabasha, you're at 15.64. You're going to go to 16.5. And Winona, you're at 17.10. You're going to go to 19 feet. Now, one thing I want to draw your attention to, the color of this box, you see that purple shading. That's when we go into what's known as major flooding criteria, and that's something that the National Weather Service will be keeping an eye on. The Chippewa River in Eau Claire is at 775.45 feet at this hour. Now, the radar scan right now, we are seeing some precip being picked up. And if you look over towards the Rochester area, not only are we seeing rain, but oh yeah, we're seeing some snow at this hour. Now, the rain chances will start to transition to snow as we go into the evening and overnight hours. We will see temperatures going into the upper 30s, low 40s by tomorrow at 6 p.m. Outside right now, we're in the 40s, low 40s over towards Eau Claire. Feels like 33 out there with winds out of the southwest at 11 miles per hour. In La Crosse, we're seeing that temperature of 42 degrees with that wind starting to pick up. It feels like 36 out there. Humidity is sitting at 58%. And as I mentioned, the Mississippi River is sitting at around 14.66 feet at this hour. So let's go ahead and take a look here at temperatures across the area. And right now we are in the upper 30s to low 40s, 39 Viroqua, 41 Sparta, 40 Eau Claire, 40 in Ladysmith. We're substantially cooler as compared to 24 hours ago, between 12 to 23 degrees cooler depending on your location. And we're going to stay in the 40s as we go throughout the weekend, as we get on the back end of this low pressure system. And you can see what it's doing right here. It's bringing in that north and northwesterly flow, allowing us to stay in the 40s. And proof is right there. You see temperatures in the 30s and 40s. The nation's icebox, International Falls, is at 32, 45, Omaha 48 is the current temperature in Madison. So the first warn forecast for today will go to 34. Tonight, I should say, we'll go to 34 degrees with that wintry mix chance. We'll see a light breeze out of the west at around 15 to 20 miles per hour. Some places seeing gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. As we help you plan your Saturday, we'll see temperatures going into the 40s. We'll see that precip chance in the morning hours. Otherwise, we'll stay mostly cloudy throughout the afternoon and evening hours. That takes us into the next 8 days. We've got a 48 Sunday, 50s for Monday, 53 Monday to be exact. Double nickels, 55 on Tuesday, upper 50s to low 60s for Thursday and Friday. But again, the big concern right now is the Mississippi River and how it's getting ready to go into major flood stage for the first time since 2001.
All right, and that's a significant time. But,
exactly.
And I know a lot of those records happen around the same time, too.
Between April 18th to April 22nd
yeah,
is usually.
We're kind of in this major spot right now.
Exactly.
All right, Eric Dean, thanks very much, bud. Coming up next on News 8 Now at 5, tomorrow is Earth Day. And according to experts, protecting the planet and maintaining a healthy lifestyle go hand in hand.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on a new Ford Explorer. It's showtime. Now, for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on a new Ford Explorer. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Only we're with Al Roker.
Yes.
The latest on his health journey as we sip and spill with Team Today in Wine Country. Next, ET.
If you have more open tabs in your browser than years in your age, you may be suffering from tabitis. And while there's no known cure, there is one tab worth keeping open that will always be here for you. News8000.com.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, tomorrow is Earth Day, and if you plan to keep your celebration sustainable, it could benefit your health. Experts say leading a healthy life and protecting Earth go hand in hand. Eating a plant-based diet is good for your body and reduces your carbon footprint at the same time. If you aren't sure where to start, experts suggest checking out a nearby farmer's market.
This helps improve the carbon footprint by reducing the transportation carbon footprint of the food, and also preserves nutrients in the food since it's fresh, and it supports local businesses.
Now, it's not quite farmers market season in the Cooley region, but it is just around the corner. The Holman Farmers Market and the Cameron Park Farmers Market will both open the first week of May. Turning trash into treasure is one man's way of tackling the problem of plastic pollution. On this Earth Week, he's part of an upcycling trend he hopes will help change the world. CBS's Tina Kraus has the story from London.
Welcome, guys, to my recycled tiny home.
Gary Benchaglib is right at home in his own plastic paradise, a dwelling made from 35,000 plastic bags.
Fully equipped with a king-size bed, a kitchen, and a full-on bathroom.
The plastic pad sits on a beach on the resort island of Bali, where he collected the trash.
Fully off the grid, powered by solar. So this is the battery storage area.
The bed frame, furniture, and kitchen cabinets were all built from plastic cups and straws.
Why not recycle the plastics that we're collecting from the rivers and really show what we can do with it?
Benchaglib started a movement 2 years ago, cleaning up Bali's iconic beaches, clogged rivers, and illegal dumping sites to stop the trash from reaching the ocean. Now his upcycling trend has hit one of the island's high-end beach clubs, where workers are busy building tables, chairs, and all kinds of accessories out of waste.
How do we minimize what goes to landfill? Because at the end of the day, it's not waste until it ends up in a landfill.
Back at home, Benchaglib says he's living proof everyone can do their part to help the planet. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Pretty cool to see. Ben Shigib says he hopes to further develop his upcycled house so he can mass produce plastic houses for victims of natural disasters. Well, the Winona community will be honoring Mother Nature tomorrow for an Earth Day celebration. There is everything for all tree huggers and green thumbs, including informational booths, seed planting, and food trucks. The family-friendly festivities are running from 11 a.m. to 2 at the JC Pavilion in Lake Park, and the Little Warriors Drumline will perform at noon, followed by the procession of the species. If your kids want to march in the parade, be sure that they have a costume, puppet, or mask of their favorite animal or plant. We'll have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back, and Eric will have one more check of your forecast.
At Home Furniture's 4-day sale, get $100 bonus savings on any furniture or qualifying mattress purchase over $7.99. Plus, get 10% off sale prices when you spend $19.99 or more, and get 6-year special financing. The 4-day sale, Friday through Monday at Home Furniture.
It's Ram Truck Month, and that means huge savings on Ram pickups. A 2023 Ram 1500 is up to $10,000 off MSRP. We have over 20 in stock and more on the way. Maybe you need to do some really heavy lifting. Our Ram Heavy Duties are up to $7,000 off MSRP. If an SUV is more your style, 2023 Grand Cherokees and Grand Cherokee L's, $6,000 off MSRP. With great selection and great prices, stop by today at Chrysler Winona, downtown Winona.
Goodwill starts with you every time you shop and donate. Your support opens the door to new opportunities and creates possibilities for people with barriers to employment. When you shop Goodwill, you'll find home decor, clothing that fits your unique style, and other one-of-a-kind treasures. You'll also keep items out of the landfill, all while supporting job training, financial coaching, and more. When you shop at and donate to Goodwill, you open doors to possibilities for neighbors in your community. Goodwill starts with you.
Does your pet show signs of an irritated mouth, like bad breath or abnormal chewing habits? The most common emergency that Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics sees is a painful tooth that owners are seldom aware of. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen today to schedule a free dental exam. 608-526-2200, because nobody likes a sore tooth.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high output engine. Visit hometownchevy.com.
During the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get 10% off sale prices, plus no money down 3-year special financing and free shipping on purchases of $4.99 or more. The spring patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
On this Friday night, what you need to know about the fatal drug combination known as Tranq, hitting nearly every state and killing Americans at alarming rates. That and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up on News 8 now at 6, one Wisconsin couple is turning their grief into motivation after their daughter lost her battle with cancer. Thanks to their efforts, a bill called JC's Law could give pediatric cancer research facilities more funding and save children's lives in the long run. We'll have that story and much more coming up tonight at 6.
Here's a look at the next 8 days. Obviously, flooding concerns will be the main story for a while. We'll go into the mid-40s tomorrow, upper 40s on Sunday, mid-50s for Tuesday and Wednesday, upper 50s with rain chances Thursday and Friday. But please, if you see water on the roadways, just don't go through it. Just turn around and find another route.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, Eric Dean, thanks very much. And thank you all for joining us tonight at 5. We hope to see you at 6.